Thanks for tuning into Heavy, where we bring you the latest interviews with local, national and international artists. Today's victim is...
Hey everyone, this is Tim from Primitive, and we are here with Heavy Mag talking about the new EP with the Rats and Snakes out August 12.
Beautiful. Tim, you've done this before, mate, haven't you?
Look, I try my best. In my day job, I've got a couple of, videography stuff that I need to be the best presenter I can be, so I try my hardest, but hopefully it was all right.
Yeah, mate, put me to shame. I was almost getting ready to pack up and go home. So Primitive will unleash your new EP with the Rats and Snakes this Friday, August the 12th, bro. So what can you tell us about the EP from a musical point of view and what are you going for with it?
Sure. So I guess I would call it a natural progression from the last release that we did back in 2017. We also we released a single out in 2019. And I guess it is, a natural progression to what we've done before. So, a lot of fast paced music, a lot of groove based stuff, obviously very guitar driven in the riffs that we play and write. And it's backed by an amazing rhythm section. So there's nothing I would say that's crazily different in regards to the music that we write, but I would say it is definitely a step up in its maturity and really a look into what we did before and a bit of an expansion on that. So in my personal opinion, it's kind of like trimming the fat of some things and making sure, the vocals are a little more exciting than the last one. And there is definitely something for everyone who is in the heavy scene. So we're proud to be releasing it and proud to show it out to the world.
And you hear a lot of musicians use that term like maturity when it comes to their music. So what do you actually mean by that? Like, is it you getting older and look at things from a different perspective, or getting better at your instruments, or what does that encompass?
For me, having a mature version, a more matured version of our music is just really looking into what we've done and assessing it. I guess when you look at bands in general, they're not the same from their first to even their second release or their third or fourth. And that is from assessing what people have done, and also at a personal level as well. As you say, it's like we get older and we figure out what we like more and really honing into the sound. So I would say, in a nutshell, maturing really comes down to knuckling down or narrowing down to what your sound is. And we pretty heavily wear our influences on our sleeves. So and that is, I say that proudly. It's like we know who we look up to and who we get inspiration from. So, and that maturity is leading into something that's a bit more our own and delving into our sound.
Yeah, it's interesting to bring that up, mate, actually, because like music these days, there's so much of it out there. So how fine of a line is there between imitation and inspiration, and where do you reckon you draw that line?
I think it really does come down to experience and time with your instrument and with the people that you play with. There's music out there that can just sound exactly like a riff that you heard before or a groove that you've heard before. And I think it really comes down to making it your own. So like, everyone can play a certain type of riff or play essentially the same beat, but it comes down to making it or putting your own spin on it. So, for us personally, I don't think we have, well, look, maybe in the first release, but, if I look at this new EP, it's like, I don't really hear a riff that I've heard before, but there is inspiration in regards to the technique or regards to the aggression that we get from previous, maybe bands or inspiration or whatever, or just whatever we like in general. So to say that there is a fine line between imitation and inspiration, but it also comes down to your intention, and it comes down to what you're willing or what you're wanting to put out there. There are bands out there that just want to sound like a band, and there's a lot of bands that do that, and they, for better or worse, there's success out of that. So I don't know, it's a hard one to sort of distinguish because it's all different, but with people's perceptions and their own opinions. But for us, it's like we're not going out to sound like a band or write a riff exactly like that band. It's what you intend it to be. So
good answer, mate. Very good answer. And you released a title track as a single, which is an aggressive and in-your-face type song, mate. So why did you feel that song was the right one to represent the EP?
I think it's a good scene setter. just straight to the point sort of song. It's got a little bit of an ebb and flow in regards to its melody and sort of a bigger chorus and some thrashier verses and whatnot. So I think it really sets the scene of what the EP is. And then from that song, it goes down to the thrashier side or the groovier side or the more melodic side. So that's, I guess, the perfect starter to the EP and to what we wanted for people to listen to firstly. So the next song we have out will be more of even more of a sort of an aggressive in your face track. So, and one later might be a more melodic thing. So it's really setting the scene for what's to come.
Yeah, very cool. And the song's got a nice ambient intro before Unleashing Hell. So is that more to get you guys ready for what's to come, or is it to fool the listener?
Oh, it's definitely for the listener. It's not really a breather, just just
delaying the inevitable.
It's definitely like I guess, beginning of the end type set a thing for the set. So a lot of bands that we listen to have that that big intro tape to set the scene, to set anticipation, to set hype, and that's really something that I find inspiring, and it really G's me up when I'm at a gig as a punter or when I'm listening in the car or something like that. So I've always wanted to have some sort of musical acoustic instrumental thing to set the scene and to be like, all right, here we go. And I think that does it as best to our ability at this stage.
It fooled me because I read the press release and it said it was an aggressive song, and I pressed play and it's just like, am I reading the right fucking press release? This doesn't sound like an aggressive song to me. And then bang, it hit me. Yeah. So Ed, you fooled one person anyway, mate. Well done. And the film clip you've got for it too is fucking awesome, man. Like it's in a jungle setting. And where was that? Where'd you find that?
Thank you. That was done in Warburton. I think it's about 2 hours away from Melbourne. So a nice look. Honestly, it's a very touristy attraction place. So it's, we did it on an early Saturday or Sunday, and there were a bunch of tourists there, and it was funny just because they were seeing a bunch of idiots yelling and playing drums and guitars, but it's a beautiful area. I've always loved it there, and we really wanted to make a place the visuals and the music wanted to be as cohesive as possible. So having the art that we have, being it called the Rats and Snakes, and having it in sort of a forest was, a perfect encapsulation of the visuals. So yeah, we're pleased as anything. That's our shout out to our buddy Nick, NJV Media, for doing that for us. He smashed it. So we're very proud of that one.
Definitely looks like the type of place where you'd find rats and snakes, mate.
Exactly.
What about that title with the Rats and Snakes? Like, where did that come from?
I think, look, it's a very metal thing to draw, to draw maybe a metaphor per se, to draw inspiration or to set a thematic scene. Really, it was the song itself is somewhat about negative things or people in your life, and you're surrounded by them. You can't get away from them, and they're trying to do something to you, or you think they're trying to do something to you. So, and that's again, a person, a mental anguish or anything in your life that's a situation where it's negative. So, again, that was really the idea of that title was to set a visual aid, and that just seemed like something that we could play on for the whole release, something for someone to imagine and set their own story with.
Very cool. So you guys going to be hitting the road and do a bit of a tour to promote the album?
Yes, we will. We don't have anything announced right now, but we will be definitely hitting Melbourne on the local scene somewhat soon after the release of the EP. And we've got some things lined up for the start of next year. Hopefully we can get ourselves up on the East Coast and the West Coast and every other coast that'll let us play. But we want to get out as much as we can. So that the plan is to do Australia wide and maybe do some international stuff if we can later next year.
Yeah, and where can people keep up to date with what's going on?
All the socials where you can find everything else. We've got Facebook, Instagram, website. You can look it up at Primitive AUS, and you'll find merch. You'll find all the songs on Spotify. You'll find the video on YouTube. So, anywhere that you will find bands and music is where you'll find us.
Beautiful, Tim. Well, thanks for your time tonight, mate. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm keen to come and check us out when you hit Brisbane. So make sure you let me know.
will